So my body weight has gone down 1 kg since last week, and this little machine is my secret tool I've been using for years for achieving my fat loss target. So today I'm going to share my personal fat loss secret with you, which has always helped me achieve my targets, and that is to track your fat loss progress week after week. And for that, I'm going to simplify it for you and show you a simple tool that I use on a weekly basis to track my fat loss progress. And I'll also tell you where to get this tool. Hey guys, I'm Jake. Welcome to Nature Beings. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my personal favorite tool that I use regularly, and it helps me stay on track with my progress as far as my body composition is concerned. That is the percentage of fat in my body, the amount of muscle in my body, bone density, the level of proteins, and even total body water. I mean, this small little machine provides so much information, and especially for people who don't have a fancy gym membership in which they can access to those sophisticated machines to tell them about their body composition. I would say this machine for us is incredible. It's so simple. I'll teach you how to use it, and it provides accurate data. I've been using it since last 1 year, and it has greatly helped me to stay on track with my progress. Let me tell you one thing. One principle that I've learned about fat loss or staying healthy is to always stay on track with your progress. Because unless you don't know your weekly progress to compare with, how will you know what changes you need to make in your diet or in your workout or any physical activity that you're doing? I mean, we cannot go to some expensive place and get our BCA or body composition done. So we need to have something at home which is handy and easy to use and still provide us accurate data, and that's what this machine is. I mean, if you guys want to use the same one, I'll provide the link in the description. This is my personal experience. Very good. Even though it looks like a simple weighing machine, but as you can see, there are these 4 sensors here, and there are sensors, hypersensitive sensors and electrodes which collect data from below our feet and by a weak bioelectrical charge, and that's how it gets the information. I would say using this machine at home is fairly simple and convenient, and if as human beings we want to stay fit, then remember guys, we have to be self-sufficient. We need to know at least the basic parameters of our body composition and also our health biomarkers. So that's what I get to know from this machine, and I'll just show it to you how it gives us that information. First, I'll tell you a few basic principles so that you can effectively use it. The information that you get from this are basically your BMI, that is your body mass index, then your bone density, then your muscle mass, then the percentage of fat in the body, then the visceral fat. Almost 13 essential readings you get from this machine. Now don't get confused, it is a simple machine and I'll keep the video simple, not too much of science stuff, but in the easy to understand language. Let's first break down, I think, 4 main parameters that you all need to learn so that you can track your progress. Number 1, and the most important one, is the percentage of body fat. Here I also want to clear one misunderstanding that usually people have whenever it comes to weight loss or fat loss. People get confused and they always step on the weighing machine and looking for the weight loss in terms of kgs. Now what happens, let's say you go on a diet and you stop consuming carbohydrate. Carbohydrate enables our body to hold on to water. So what happens when you stop eating carbohydrate? In the absence of it, your body starts losing water because it can't hold on to that much water. And because of that, that initial weight loss when you get after you stop consuming carbohydrate is actually water loss. There is no significant weight loss happening, and the day you start eating those carbs, that water weight will come back again and you will be disappointed that my god, my weight that I lost came back again. And that's why we need to understand the concept of fat loss. We need to lose weight in inches. Basically, when you lose in inches, you become slimmer, and that's where actual fat loss happens. Of course, eventually the weight will go down in kgs also on the weighing scale, but before that the main focus should always be body fat percentage. Next important parameter is always BMR, that is your basal metabolic rate, means the amount of fat that your body is going to burn or the amount of calories it will consume when you're not performing any physical activity, just lying down in bed or watching TV. So those are the times when your BMR plays the crucial role in fat burning. In fact, the actual fat loss happens only because of our BMR. Third important parameter that we are going to learn from this machine is our bone mass. Means the amount of density in our bones. It should always be strong till the time we become old. And this machine helps you track down that bone mass or your bone density. Fourth, and one of the most important parameter that we will get from this machine is the visceral fat. So in our body, visceral fat means the fat which gets accumulated around our internal organs, especially our liver. I'm sure you must have heard about a condition which a lot of people suffer from, fatty liver disease, which means that their liver has accumulated excess fat, and because of that it stops functioning properly, and then people develop all these kind of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular problems, and even brain problems. So all this happens because of increase in visceral fat in our body. So that is very important parameter. Alright guys, so before we dive into the step-by-step process of using the machine and understanding the readings that it gives, first I'm going to provide you the ideal or optimal range for each of these parameters. In fact, I'll provide them in the description also. You can download it for your future reference as well. So number one parameter is our total body fat percentage. I'm going to read from my laptop and you can see on screen. So here it says the description has been given as per women and men. So essential fat is 10 to 13% in women, in men 2 to 5%. It means that the bare minimal amount of fat which anybody need, otherwise we will die. All right, then the next zone is athletes, that is in women 14 to 20% body fat, in men 6 to 13% body fat. I would personally like to stay in this zone. And then third is fitness zone. In that, the women body fat percentage ideal range is 21 to 24%, and for men it is 14 to 17%. Right now I am on 17% body fat. So basically I'm in the fit zone, but I want to be in the athletic zone. Then we have average zone. In this, women is 25 to 31% and men 18 to 24%. Then after that we have the danger zone, and that is the obesity range, where the women is the 32% and above and men 25% and above. So in this range everyone would be considered as obese and overweight. So as I said in the beginning that with this machine we can check these parameters. At the same time we can analyze our health biomarkers as well. So let's say for example if somebody is in the range of body fat percentage 32%, which means that person is obese. In that case it also shows about our internal system that if there's so much excess fat in the body, it also implies the increase in cholesterol levels. Of course, you would need to get a lab test done to get the accurate measurement, but through these parameters, you can get a fair idea that yes, with so much fat, cholesterol levels must also be high. Sugar levels also must be high. So that's how we can use this optimal range to check our own readings, which I will just show you from my personal reading. Now moving on to the next parameter. It is visceral fat range. So this, as I explained, internal organs fat, right? So here you can see the green zone, 0 to 10 is the optimal range in which you are healthy, your internal organs are performing good, there is no extra fat. As you can see, the red zone, anything above 10 or 12 enters the red zone, which means that your internal organ needs to be taken care of. It again implies your bad eating habits, or if someone is on a lot of medication, prescription medication, which affects mainly our liver. So if you're in this range, then you need to take some action either about your eating habits or prescription medication as well. Next important parameter is total body water. So in case of women, average healthy range for women is 45% to 60%, and in case of men is 50% to 65%. Anything above 65 in case of men is dangerous, anything below 50 is dangerous. You can check your range from this parameter reference. It will also be there in the description, don't worry. Next parameter is muscle mass. So when I say muscle mass, it does not mean that only bodybuilders should have muscles. Even normal people to be healthy, they need to have functional muscle mass in their body, that is lean muscle mass, because muscles, they provide support to all our joints like our elbow joint, knee joint. If we don't have enough muscle mass, entire pressure of every activity that we perform falls on our joint, and eventually our joints start becoming weaker and they start hurting. Also, muscles enables our body to utilize glucose more efficiently. It increases insulin sensitivity, which eventually again helps to stay lean and fit. So here in this chart, they have provided the age-wise percentage of muscle mass both for female and males. You can download it from description. Next important parameter is bone mass. So for female bodies and male bodies, as per weight, they have given the different bone mass. So ideally, bone mass is at least 2% to 2.4% of your total body weight. So that's how you can calculate it. But I'm providing the reference range also so that you can easily check it. Alright, now let's talk about using the machine. It's so simple. All you have to do is first thing first, download an app called VSync Fit from your Play Store. Once you download the app, you have to just enter your data in it, create your profile. Once you create your profile, everything is streamlined and super simple. All you have to do is put your machine on a flat surface, stand on it and open your VSync Fit app on your mobile. Once you open the app, it will connect with your machine via Bluetooth, and then the machine will transfer the data on your app. After that, all you have to do is read on your app. So I'm just going to show you how I read that information which I get, and then how I match it up with reference range to see where my health is. Alright, so here you can see on the screen my body weight came out today at 81.90 kg, and then, important thing here is the BMI, body mass index. Mine is 23.9. So, as per general standards, anything below 25 is considered as healthy. Anything above 25 is considered as obese or overweight in case of your BMI, body mass index. Next is my body fat percentage. So this has come out to 17.7%, which is in the fitness range. Remember, I showed you the reference range, but I want it to be the athletic zone. So it should come down 4% more to 13%. That's my target. Okay. Next is you can see here visceral fat. My visceral fat reading has come to 6, which is absolutely healthy. If it was in case it was around 11 or 12, then that would have been danger zone, but it's good. And then my muscle mass is 64.03 kg. So for my height and body, that's a good muscle mass because I am into weight training, and you can compare it with the reference range that I provided you once you get your reading. Next important reading for me here is BMR, that is my basal metabolic rate. BMR has to always be higher because that's why we burn more calories. And mine is 1825, which is a very good range, though ideally I would still like it to be in the range of 1900. But anything below 1500 would be a very slow basal metabolic rate. So always try and stay above 1500. That is my personal take on it. Next is a protein in body, that is 18.8%. Even this is a good range for me. I would say that anything below 15 is not good. It always should be above 15. Then important next reading is my bone mass. So my bone mass is 3.37 kg. So for bone mass, I told you that basically it should be 2 to 2.4% of your body weight, and my body weight right now is 81.90. So my bone mass is accurate as per my body weight. So that's how you analyze these parameters and stay on track. Let's say if my body mass, my bone mass came less, it came 1.8 or something. So that implies my body lacks in calcium and vitamin D. And accordingly, according to this reading, then I can ramp up my calcium intake or my vitamin D3 intake. So that's how you analyze these readings and make necessary changes in your diet and your food intake or your workouts. Okay, next important reading here is body water. My body water has come in the range of 59.4%, and I showed you for men the healthy range is 60-65. So I am in the range of 59.4%, which is very good for my body weight and my height and my age. If in case it came lesser than 40, let's say for example, and in that case it was a clear signal for me that my body is dehydrated, and I would immediately ramp up my water intake. So that's how by using these readings I can make changes. Then we have subcutaneous fat, 15.5%. Means the fat which is right under our skin is called subcutaneous fat. As you can see, I don't have much. So that's why my reading is 15.5%, which is very good. Anything over 20% is bad. Also on top you can see here these numbers, like my weight, it shows in minus, that is minus 1.65 kg, which means I have lost 1.65 kg. Then my body fat percentage also shows minus 0.8%. So all these minus means I have reduced these parameters, so which means I'm moving on the right target with my diet and workout plans. So guys, this is so simple and easy to use at home, and we stay on track, and we also get basic idea about our health and body composition. Of course, after every 6 months, I go for lab test and get my blood test done for my cholesterol and my liver enzymes and all those health parameters. But at least for 6 months, I need to stay on track with something like this, which is so simple and at home. I don't need to go out anywhere for this. The best part about this app and this machine is that it saves your data. So let's say for the entire month, all 4 weeks, and till the day basically you make your profile and start recording your information in it, everything will be saved. So you can always go back to the last week or last month's trend and compare it and see how your at what position are you today, just by comparing your different parameters, your body fat percentage, BMI, body water, everything that you do gets saved in it, and it's so easy for you to just keep comparing and manage your lifestyle accordingly. Alright guys, so that is my basic philosophy in life. Simplify everything so that you can easily enjoy it. So I'll come up with some other effective tool for you next time to manage and simplify your health. Bye.